Hello Starlights, welcome back to another video where I'll be showing you another new character. So here's a few that I've done previously, and here's pics where I've done her in full watercolour. And then on the next page I've also done the veiled lady, and on the right side I've done the full watercolour image of her sniffing a flower. And within the book I've also added a few vines just to add a bit more depth. So let's see who's next. So without further ado, the next character is called Inka, who is inspired by the Inky Cap mushroom. So a few fun facts about this mushroom. It's been used in the past actually for ink, so it's been used by artists and also by writers. Not anymore, however, but some people do still try to experiment with its inks. For this mushroom to reproduce and spread its spores, it actually eats and dissolves itself, which is a little bit creepy, but it is fascinating. And the last final fact is that this mushroom was the very first one that I'd drawn in my sketchbook, and it was actually very fun to design her with just black and white ink instead of just colours. Within the story, she'll be a journalist for the royals who are in the hierarchy, and she has a secret passion for creatures and music and wants to follow that passion eventually, but doesn't know how to, and also doesn't want to be seen as a bad person by the royals. And in the first image of her, which I'm drawing right now, she's holding a shrub creature, so that's like a grass type of creature. Her personality is introverted, but she's keen to explore, and also once she opens up she's incredibly chatty, and sometimes she doesn't know when to stop. The top half of her is more classy, whereas she likes to spice things up by wearing a more punky style, so she's featured wearing platform boots. Another one of her features is that when she's nervous, she tends to ooze ink, which also annoys the royals or anyone around her, so she tends to be a bit of a lonely person within the story. I also wanted to create some kind of ode to the old cartoons such as Betty Boop, which also featured in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is a classic, and I recommend you to watch it if you haven't already. And I also wanted to draw a tiny little heart, which is her fingerprints in the shape of how she likes to sign. Once I had the image and I had a little bit of shading, I came back with fresh eyes the next day and started to do a bit of a hatching technique. So all the highlights and shadows are more like these tiny little lines to define her image a bit more. And that's how I created Inka. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.